Good afternoon, and you are in the back room with Becky. And it's supposed to be a terrific Tuesday, so I'm going to keep a positive thought. What I want to talk to you about again is creating your own wealth. Excuse me. I noticed which of my stories get the most play, and you would think, okay, well, stick to what you know. Well, I know a lot of different things, but I'm very confident in the fact that I know how to create my own wealth. I haven't worked for anyone in 15 years, and do I look like I've been missing meals? Not missing meals. Is it a struggle sometimes? Yes, it is. What you need to know before you jump out there into the business world or as an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is like gambling. Uh, may have some fabulous returns, may have some big losses, may have some small losses. It will always be changing, and it will always be challenging. I think the thing that appealed to me the most is not having anyone to tell me what to do. Unfortunately, with that comes the responsibility of telling others what to do. How to delegate when you're building a business. The first thing you need to know before you approach someone like myself to write you a business plan is to establish what, when, how, who, and where. Same rules of journalism. Figure out how you're going to do it, what you're going to do, who's going to participate, when are you going to start, and where is it going to be located. If you don't make a plan, if you fail to plan, as they say, you plan to fail. I have gone into many business ventures without a business plan, but that was because I had financial backing or I had the money myself to put back in and startup costs and all of that. You need to be prepared for the fact that, okay, this new venture of mine, I started in with a minimal investment, and then I went out to seek investors. Well, when I say that, there's all different kinds of investors that you can procure. You can go through the SBA, you can go through the entrepreneurial programs, you can go for a grant for small businesses through the federal government, but you have to meet the criteria. Grants for-profit businesses is not something that's likely to happen. More than likely, if you want a business that's going to be government subsidized, you had better be employing more than 10 people or 10 people or more. You had better be in a distressed part of the city where the economy is a question and they need to give it a little boost. You have to make sure that when you go to apply for a grant that you can answer all the questions, because it is truly like taking a final exam on the graduate level, not on the collegiate, not on the pre-collegiate. It's on the graduate level. It is like writing a dissertation or a thesis. If you don't know how to write business communications, please don't try to wing it. Don't just throw some words on a piece of paper, type it up, and present it, because there's a structure. And there is a language that is unique to each specific business. Now, I'm not going to tell you that I know about every business, but I know how to find that information. Do you? You don't know how to even find the information to get yourself started. You might do well to look in your community directors. They have parks and recreation have different classes that they offer. The junior colleges have classes that they can offer that may have a minimal fee. The Small Business Administration, entrepreneurial programs in your community. Get online and get in these search engines, because I'm not doing that anymore. I'm doing just a few contracts to kind of cushion the fall if me and the big goody girls should have to sit out or I get sick and I don't have somebody in place right now that can step into my place and run the parties or the events for me. So that, again, is another thing. How to delegate authority. It must be someone you have a contractual agreement with, someone that you can trust, and there should be always an individualized bank account for any monies for your company. This commingling funds is what gets people in trouble. You say, oh, I got to purchase something for the party. Well, I'm at my bank, and the bank, that don't make sense to me. If you have a personal account and you have a business, try to put them at the same place. Because what you will find is that you may get a line of credit based on the fact that you have been at this bank for 20-some years, and now you have a business, and say your business needs some startup capital. Instead of you going to some outside financier, you can go straight through your bank and say, I need a small business loan. A short-term or long-range goal is to always pay back with interest in under the time. Anytime that I have had to go out and procure a loan for anything, and right now I'm like, ooh, I don't even know if they'll give me any money because it's a speculative industry. Entrepreneurship is, because depending on what you're doing, you may or may not have a niche. It's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I don't know if you can see. I wear a lot of pink, so the people at my neighborhood grocery store call me Pinky. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but it is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And strange as it seems, we got 2 months of awareness that are majorly involving women. Now, granted, there are some men who've been abused in their marriages physically and emotionally and verbally. But by and large, the majority of the abused population and those domestic violence victims are women. And that is something that we have got to change. There are causes on Facebook that you can support. IamMore.com, a young lady who is a survivor of a horrific experience with domestic violence, is standing up and being heard. And see, for us to change some of our attitudes about things, whether it be the way you make your money or the way you spend your money, we have got to change our hearts before we can change our mind. We want to teach our children to have a value system. Then show them that you value something. Do you value education? Do you value community activism? Do you actively volunteer in your community? Do your children see you giving at your church or to various causes in the community? My parents used to take us on the marches with NAACP. Okay? We used to have to go to the speeches and the rallies and stuff. We were young children. We learned then that we are so much more responsible in this world than for just ourselves. If you are a citizen, like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a community to build a nation. We are in the process of rebuilding this nation. With such a mess, we don't know where to start. It's like the aftermath of a hurricane. But what I'm telling you is, be prepared for everything. Just as I said, creating your own wealth, be prepared for those things that they call factors. Did you factor in that you are such and such an age and you're starting a new business? If there anyone that's going to step in, should you be catastrophically ill, or if you die, who takes over? Does this business just die out when you die out? Think about those things. Get educated. Go to the state attorney general's page for any of your states, and they will be able to show you how to get incorporated, how to find and file a fictitious name for your business, how to set up a business identity, how to set up a business finances, and your board of directors. Incorporation is the smartest thing you can do if you are going to create your own wealth. But if you are not in the place where you can spend $500 to get incorporated, then the first thing you need to do is get that business plan. That business plan is your business's resume. Well, you say, well, we haven't done it. Then you're a startup company. Project. Because if you go in there thinking, well, what do you mean project? Show me the projection. What you think you'll be making in 12 months. What you think you'll be making in 24 months. What you think you'll be making in 36 months. If you can't look 36 months down the road and tell us what shape your business is going to be in. Why should we give you money? You're in the Backroom with Becky. It's a terrific Tuesday. Don't forget to give to the cause of breast cancer awareness. Don't forget to speak out for domestic violence victims and survivors. I had only one little thing that really kind of threw me was when the lady told her story. She said, I'm a survivor, but I'm a victim. You can't be a victim and a survivor. You victimized and you survived, you are just a survivor. If you're out here in this global economy and you're struggling, the difference between you and the man who's not there next year is your ability to survive. What are you willing to risk for your business? Are you investing when you're asking other people to invest in your dream? How much money have you put into it? If you put nothing into it, you get nothing out of it. This is Becky in the Backroom. It's Terrific Tuesday. Don't forget Thursdays, Thickalicious Thursdays at Club. Excuse me, they tell me it's Expressions, the nightclub. And we'll be there Thursday night. The Kansas City BBWs, and there is a model search. We are looking for full-figure models. Fellas, you want to see some pretty ladies? Meet you at Club Expression on Thursday night. Peace. Always for the people. Got my pink on. Wear some pink this month, ladies. Represent.